Welcome to the Final Judgement. It's date night.
Lots of love in the air.
That is lovely.
Pretty fly.
This Valentines, 4 strangers will hear a series of statements that have all been made by one of them.
Where'd you get that jumper?
I feel like it's a bit kinky.
I know you're not splitting the bill.
They'll judge each other on physical appearance,
I'm thinking 50-year-old white man.
personality type,
Musicals are like 80% of my personality.
and attitude.
I'm gonna get some action now.
I think it's pretty cool.
Until the final judgment, where the group will decide who they think said it all and who will end up under the spotlight. One of these players doesn't want to get caught, so they'll do anything to avoid being judged. Maybe even lie.
This is throwing a spanner in the works.
Let's dim the lights. It's date night.
Hi, I'm Pokey.
Hi, I'm Tiz.
Hello, I'm Sadie.
Hello, my name's Andrew.
I love your earring.
Thank you.
Lots of love in the air.
This is lovely.
Is it real or Kate? Oh, that's disappointing.
Is everyone feeling love in the air?
Yeah.
Are we?
I am now.
Welcome, contestants.
Hi.
Are you ready to play the final judgment?
Yeah.
Yes, think so.
Round 1, physical appearance. Look around. Who do you think is most likely to have made the following statements? First statement. This person thinks Cupid's name is Atticus. He's white, has curly blonde hair, and looks like he went to private school.
I see the vibe of Cupid being privately educated. Yeah.
Okay.
With a name like Atticus as well.
Atticus is such a sophisticated name.
Yeah, I feel like Cupid, he's like in everyone's business. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think everybody's business is good because
Yeah.
private school and like all girls' schools and stuff are very gossipy, isn't it?
so did you go to private school?
I did not know. Oh, actually, oh no. Oh, why have we started this so early? I did, but only from the ages of 6 to 9. Which, in
What's
my
the
opinion,
point?
was a waste. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I know. They could afford
Like you
3
learned
years,
more.
and they spaffed it on colouring in. It was a bit of a
the
weird
fancy
decision.
pencils.
Yeah,
It's
very
okay.
fancy
Was
pencils.
there anyone called Atticus?
No, I don't really remember. Like 6 to 9, I don't remember much of that period of my life.
Atticus, it's quite a Greek god's type name.
Yeah.
That's another good point, actually, because is it a Greek god or is it a Roman god, Cupid?
I don't actually know. I don't know if he's...
Cupid, is he a god? He's not a god.
He's the god of love. isn't
Yeah.
he?
Actually, he's the god of lust.
I feel like one of you two would have said it.
What makes you say that?
What makes you say that?
One, because like you went to private school for 2 years.
Oh, yeah, okay. I can't really fight that accusation.
It's just in your vocabulary, you know?
Yeah.
What you learn.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I see that, perhaps.
But I think you've probably known Atticus or two.
Do you know what? If we're sharing, I went to private school.
There we go. Oh, wow, you were very quiet earlier. Now it all comes out.
Okay.
All right,
It
interesting.
was horrendous. The only Atticus that I've ever read about or known about was in To Kill a Mockingbird.
Okay.
And that was that.
We didn't have that in normal schools.
Wait, is that Hunger Games?
Yeah.
That's Mockingjay.
Oh, okay.
But maybe if you have no private education connection, you're more likely to mock Cupid for being privately educated.
Yeah.
So
That's a good point.
I'm just realising that my image now is just like, actually, guys, private education is not that bad, and I don't want that to be my public image.
No, I don't
For the
either.
sake of this game, I'm throwing you all under the bus. So.
I mean, how long did you go to private school?
Can I plead the fifth on that?
Wow. All your life?
Yeah.
Second statement. Their favourite love song is Knocks Me Off My Feet by Stevie Wonder.
Okay. I think Stevie Wonder, in general, comes out with some absolute bangers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really has some good bops.
Who's like more cultured musically, maybe? Like, so who out of everyone would like know?
Do you
that?
have a favourite Stevie Wonder song?
Isn't she lovely? Is that Stevie Wonder? song?
Isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only one
Yeah.
I feel like I know.
That's a good love song.
That
It
is
a
one.
good.
Yeah.
It is.
I like Higher Ground.
Okay.
I
I feel like there are loads of songs, when you hear them, they're like, oh, no, that is Stevie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you probably assume, because of Stevie Wonder, a certain demographic, but I'm thinking 50-year-old, like, white man who's, like, going, oh, this is very good. This is really... Oh, do you see
Atticus's
what you
dad.
did there? Yeah, exactly. That's,
Yeah.
I think, sort of that vibe.
Yeah. But I'd probably say Stevie Wonder naturally. I'd say more middle-aged.
No, I feel like you'd look like cool if you like Stevie Wonder because it's like you know old music. not just listen to what everyone listens to. So I
Yeah.
feel like you'd have quite a unique style and like be a bit.
Yeah, that was in
That's-
defence of my middle-aged comment. Interesting. Interesting, like Stevie Wonder.
So you think it's actually quite cool to like Stevie Wonder? Okay.
Yeah, some would say
I
it.
think it's pretty cool.
What is your favourite artist? Who do you listen to?
Nina Simone.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you?
Musicals are like 80% of my personality, so...
Oh, I also love musicals.
I love music.
Yeah.
What about you? Who's your favourite artist?
Right now, I say Gunna.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's you, because Nina Simone, like, it's like an older music genre compared to Ghana and, or musicals can be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to say you as well, just because you came out with higher ground. Like, you knew more songs
you
by
knew
Stevie
your-
Wonder, so you were
yeah.
like, yeah.
Okay. Well, I would say in defence, Nina Simone is like more classical and like her sort of jazzy stuff.
Yeah.
So if anything, I'm more wanky than you're imagining. Yeah. Stevie Wonder is actually a bit mainstream for me. Is that kind of,
I think he's pretty cool, actually. I've been hearing the kids say.
yeah. Word on the street is Stevie Wonder. Pretty fly.
Third statement. Their dating profile tagline would read, "Come charity shop with me."
Oh.
Where'd you get that jumper?
Yeah. Oh, is that genuinely? It's an ASOS vintage. Thank you very much. But
I see a lot of ASOS in the charity shops.
actually,
It's a
I
lovely
do
jumper.
really like charity shopping. I can't. I want to like, but I do like charity shopping. But this is ASOS.
It's a lovely jumper.
Thank you.
It is nice.
But you've got quite a good style as well. I mean, everyone's very stylish. But
Yeah, everyone looks
you
great.
two are very like new style. I feel like you can thrift a good shirt.
That is lovely, thank you.
You're welcome.
That's one of the nicest things anyone's ever said to me.
I feel like the heat's been off you for too long because I noticed you got them cool like ropes in your shoes.
Yeah.
So I think you probably go thrifting and like you find different pieces, but you're just being chill about it.
I mean, obviously, I bought this brand new. I don't go charity shopping, you know, so I wouldn't tell a girl to come charity shopping with me. So
Okay.
it wouldn't make sense. Yeah.
I've had some good finds in a charity shop.
Best find?
Your ex, who you went charity shopping with. Yeah, I used to volunteer in a charity shop.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Did you see many dates?
Nope, just widows. It's weird.
Wow.
There's like 4 charity shops near where I live, and they're all like next to each other, all selling like different
Sounds
stuff.
like a good date.
Very local.
Yeah, local. Don't have to go too far.
At the end of round 1, let's recap. This person has Stevie Wonder on their Valentines playlist, thinks Cupid's first name is Atticus, and they will take you on a date to a charity shop. No judgment. Who do you think's under the spotlight?
I think it's you, Tiz.
I think it's you, Andrew.
I think it's one of you two, but I don't know which one yet. I'd probably say you. Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. You too, Andrew.
It's a tie between Tiz and Andrew. Round 2, personality type. First statement. If this person was a chocolate, that would be a fruit and nut.
Ooh.
I can't tell if that's very boring or...
No, it's not. That's like
No,
fruity
that's very, like,
vibes.
fruity,
And nuts,
yeah.
like they want the nuts.
Oh, I just... Because I have it as... That's like my dad's favourite chocolate. So when I was a kid, I was like, I didn't want fruits or nuts. That was like a boring chocolate.
Yeah, but to be fair, that is my mum's favourite chocolate as well. So
Yeah, I mean, I can't have nuts in my house, so
Why's that?
wouldn't be a fruit or nut. It's allergies.
Oh, same.
So I wouldn't be something that a lot of my loved ones are allergic to.
Like, what brands sell fruit and
it's
nut?
Cadbury's,
Okay.
right? And it's like got like big chunks of
Oh,
nut
yeah.
and fruit.
But if someone was to say that they were that, is it because it's a mix of things?
Yeah, it's like they
A little bit fruity,
fruits.
Nutty.
a
Like
little bit
it's-
nutty.
I feel like it's a bit kinky. Someone who
Right?
likes the fruit and nut, I'm like,
is a
oh,
very
you like a
different
bit
direction.
of everything.
Is
Why-
fruit and nut
okay.
is the kinkiest chocolate?
Maybe not the kinkiest. I feel like I don't know, curly whirly is a bit kinky.
Yeah, I see that. You could probably use that in the bedroom, actually. Just time it up.
I'm looking at the two of you
the fruit and the nut.
simply because I could hear you describing yourself as being like a fruit and nut, a little bit fruity, a little bit nutty,
That's
all
what
of
I'm
that.
thinking of
Yeah.
you.
But I could also hear you describing it as well
Really?
after
I'm
that
actually
whole
really, like,
curly whirly debacle.
Flattered. I feel flattered that you'd think I'm a fruit nut. It's a compliment.
I like it seems like your strategy in this game is to spin everything into a compliment so that somebody's ego comes forward and goes, oh, yeah, that's me, actually. Yeah, I'm very flattered.
Next statement. This person's most embarrassing dating story was paying for a Premier Inn so their date could go to their favourite home bargain store. Their date also worked at Home Bargains.
Who has a favourite home bargain?
Who has a favourite home bargains? This is amazing.
But you know what? I actually think it's really romantic that someone would take their date to Home Bargains because they liked it. So this person, whoever it is someone who would go above and beyond, but they're describing it as embarrassing. Or this person really just wanted to get laid and they didn't care whether this person...
They did buy a Premier Inn.
Booking a Premier Inn.
They booked a Premier Inn. So they were like, I don't even care if this person likes Home Bargains because I'm going to get some tonight. So,
Yeah, and they were just like, this is going to seal the deal.
And a Premier Inn is a sleeping together hotel.
100%.
Because otherwise you go Travelodge.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you don't want post-nut clarity in a Travelodge.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Got ya. Because then also, how did they meet? Did they meet online or did they meet in Home Bargains? So does someone shop in Home Bargains? Do we all shop
Yeah,
in
he
Home
then shops in
Bargains?
Home Bargains and they pick up people in Home Bargains. They go to Home Bargains to get, like...
Do you?
Potential partners.
If that's true, and I know this person is in the room, that is
we
pathetic.
chat?
That is really... I'm sorry, if you're going in to any sort of bargain store like that thinking, I'm going to get some action now. They've got, 99p for a breeze and my next sexual partner.
Exactly.
I actually think it's you. Sorry, I feel like I'm being so... I just feel like maybe she was a baddie, like she's really hot, but she loves Home Bargains.
Yeah.
And you were like, do you know what, I'm gonna finesse this and I'm gonna pay for her
fair.
hotel.
She's fit, mate. Get it.
I actually respect it. Like that, it was a nice thing to do for her.
I don't know how people respond to that because Home Bargains, to be fair, I'm a B&M person anyway. I prefer B&M. So, yeah, I don't even go there. I don't work there. I don't, so...
And for the right girl, would you...
Oh, yeah.
Dream girl,
for the
would
right
you
girl,
take her to her favourite Home Bargains and get her a hotel for your dream girl?
If I knew that and, if I knew that, but then I wouldn't give her a Premier Inn, I respect her. So I'll do a bit more, so...
Okay.
Travelodge.
What's your heart saying, Poku?
I just think it's you, Andrew. I just don't think these women would pay for a Premier Inn for a man or a woman. Like, I don't see it in her. I just feel like you would. You know those type of details, their favourite, home shopping store. I feel like you're very intricate,
Okay. I will shift that into a compliment in my head, thank you.
Third statement. This person would always split the bill on a first date. I mean, unless they're rich.
I know you're not splitting the bill. You're not splitting the bill.
Yeah, why?
I just feel like you give off the persona that, to date me, you gotta take me here, you gotta take me there.
Would take me Premier Inn.
So, you probably have a certain girl codes that you go by, first date, the man's gotta pay, but the person splits the bill. So I think it excludes you, but it leaves you two.
Or you.
Or you.
Yeah.
Oh, so you think I split the bill? I think I feel like if I take a woman out, I have to pay.
What about you two? What are you doing on a date? Are you splitting or...?
I tried to go for this is going to sound really cheap and bad, but I'd go for a free first date. I think minimal investment on both parts. I think, just go walk around the park.
Yeah.
Do something that doesn't involve that decision.
Yeah.
Because then also once you're on a second date, it's easier to make that call.
Yeah, I think whoever invites the other person on the date should at least offer to pay, but should also be fine with splitting it. It's 2025. We can split bills these days and it's all fine, and we're all just assuming maybe that it's a heterosexual date.
Yeah.
It might not be.
Yeah.
That's so true.
So I just always go with the route of whoever invites the other person on, just with anything really, not even with a date. I think maybe we're thinking that you would just straight up be like, no, they should always pay. I think you're lovely. I think you'd be there no, we can split it.
I feel like you're quite a high-powered individual as well.
Independent. You're there yeah, actually, I can pay for my own food, thanks.
No, I can't. I just think they should pay.
I feel like you're very fair as well. and whatnot.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
At the end of round 2, let's recap. This person thinks of themselves as fruit and nut chocolate, always splits the bill, and once took a date on a romantic trip away to Home Bargains. Time to vote. Who do you think it is?
I'm going with Andrew.
Yeah, Andrew.
I'm between you two. I think the Home Bargains thing is throwing me off. I'm gonna go Poku.
Well,
I am gonna go Andrew.
At the end of that round, the spotlight is on Andrew.
Hey.
Is it nice to be a sad, pathetic man trawling Home Bargains for a lover? I'm gravely insulted by these accusations.
Round 3, attitude. First statement. Now, this person won't pay for parking tickets on dates, but will spend days refuting a fine.
well, what a use of time.
Someone's got a lot of time on their hands, yeah.
Yeah.
I think you've got that in you. I think you've got a great complaint email in you.
Called her a Karen.
No. No, 'cause, like, a Karen would cause a scene. You'd go away and fume and type up an email.
Stew over it.
Exactly, yeah.
I also feel like that's something you'd do.
Oh,
I
yes.
feel like you have your opinions and you know exactly when you're right. And you, instead of, I don't know, maybe you're kind of the girlie that doesn't want to say it to their face, so we'll go away and type it up.
I'm a bitch.
No,
I'm two-faced.
I don't want to be there like she's a keyboard warrior, but I feel like you could spend your time on an email and type it out and then send it.
I can't actually drive, so I'm not parking anywhere. I feel like you've already said you don't even do anything on the first date. You do a free first date. You're not driving. You're not going to be paying for.
But I'll pay for a thing, I'll to travel somewhere, get a train ticket somewhere. But I think the activity should be free. I don't care about travel.
Okay,
We'll
so
go
you
travel.
wouldn't necessarily care about having to park. No. But what if it was like extortionate?
I'd probably just drive around till I found a cheaper parking space.
So
I'd rather
you
park
would-
further away and then walk.
So price is a factor, so you would contest a...
Life's too short for that kind of stuff. I would rather lose minutes of my life driving to a cheaper space than days of my life fighting the ticket of an expensive space. I don't mind paying £2 to park 10 minutes away.
What about you?
I'm actually the type of person to park as close to the activity or location we're going to.
Regardless of price?
Yeah, as long as it makes sense. Or I'll take the risk.
Take the risk, okay.
Take the risk.
He's a risk taker.
Yeah, I'll
Take the risk and then
Because he won't be paying.
fight the fine.
That's why he goes to the closer ones. Because he's like, well, I'm not paying anyway, so I'm going to be parking up anywhere.
Yeah.
I reckon you've got a mental tally of what you've saved in parking and what you've paid in fines. And as long as the fines is lower than what you saved, you've got that sort of calculation about you.
Second statement. At a wedding, this person is most likely to be eaten. If there's a buffet, they're strategizing their most efficient, rewarding plate stacking process.
I mean, same. The wedding, the reason you go, really, for the free food.
Wow. So it's not about the celebration?
Yeah, we'll go to celebrate the love and stuff, but, you know, the last wedding I went to, there was lots of sitting around because they go off and they have the photos. It's all about them and that's great, good for them. But there's something to do to fill the time, especially this last wedding I went to. I didn't know very many people.
Oh.
So at a wedding, I'd probably be eating or dancing. I feel like those are really the only two options. What else would you be doing?
Drinking.
Oh, right, yes. Would you then eat at the
Yeah,
same
you get
time?
so drunk that you're starving and you're like eating the cake, like, ugh.
I actually prefer a civilized, sit-down meal. I want them to have, a fancy coq au vin with some nice aperitif or something. Because I feel like it's a special day. I've got dressed up. I want to have a nice special treat.
What about you? You eating at weddings?
Well, in African culture, yeah, food is very prevalent. Everyone goes, eats food. But we also dance. We enjoy the day. And to be fair, this is bad to be saying, but they do give us takeaway boxes. But it's more like,
Just a thing, yeah.
take some food,
Yeah.
take it back type of thing. So yeah.
If food is a big thing in your culture, it was a big reason for you to go to wedding, that might be the main reason you like weddings because of the food.
Yeah,
very-
I mean, food is great. Food is great, but I wouldn't say it is the only thing. I'm dancing, I'm enjoying, I'm speaking to people. I wouldn't say food is the soul. It's more of the celebration. It's to see people we haven't seen in a while. It brings a lot of family or friends together.
What about you?
I don't really get invited to a lot of weddings. No.
Oh, convenient. Yeah. I don't drive. I don't get invited to weddings. Oh, my earrings gone now.
Last statement. No one would guess that this person is actually a rowdy football fan.
Rowdy.
This has thrown a spanner in the works.
Hasn't it?
My immediate instinct is Poku, because I think you will be a football fan, but I think the surprising fact is that you're rowdy.
Yeah.
Because you're very calm.
Very chill.
Here.
Rowdy.
Yeah.
Wow.
I feel like on the terraces, you're just like...
I mean, you know what? I'll just be, you know, just on the side, just, you know, watching, you know. I wouldn't really get too involved. So, like, to be, yeah, that isn't my vibe.
I feel like you look like you play football, like,
Oh,
or like
you
you look like
think?
you're like a Chelsea fan as well. I think you support Chelsea, you play football, and then you're like just pretending to us that you don't.
Well, is that what you think?
I don't know. I'm also looking at you because maybe secretly.
Come on, lads.
Yeah, like a little pocket rocket. Just they're like, yeah.
Well, let's go around. What teams does everyone support?
I don't watch football.
You know football?
My family are all Bournemouth fans.
That's it. I think that's it.
Oh, so yeah, it's like a family. Like,
Yeah, you're like a little group.
Yeah.
You watch
So-
games and you're like,
and you feel more comfortable in like a group with your family to be like super rowdy.
I feel very uncomfortable expressing myself in front of my family. I regress to a teenage, not myself stage. I don't know. You have the vibe of somebody that really got into the Women's World Cup run.
Thank you. I
yeah.
didn't, but I appreciate that. Thanks. Why?
I don't know. I feel like you'd be passionate about promoting the women's game. I think you'd prefer the fact that it was like a nicer environment and that maybe that would be your like route into the game. And then you went
do
to a couple of
like that it's a
matches and you were
nicer
like,
environment.
oh, I'm mad for it.
Gosh, no, I've never been to a football game.
No.
No.
Well, what I know about Bournemouth is that they've actually done well in the past few years. They've risen in the ranks. They're now in the Premier League. They
because Andrew's cheering him on. It's so good because he's so mad for it.
I have been to some Bournemouth games, but Bournemouth is God's waiting room. So it is almost entirely like elderly fans. Like you look along the side and there's like old men with blankets and the headphones
They're the
in,
worst ones.
and they're listening to the radio commentary of the game they are watching. So like I have been to Bournemouth games, but it is not a place to be rowdy. It's like of all the clubs, it's like the tamest.
You're both football fans, but it's just who do we think would be the rowdiest?
You would more obviously be a football fan.
Okay.
Just from guys I know who like football, like you look more similar to them. So I would say it is more surprising that people would never guess that about you, even the fact you support Bournemouth.
Yeah.
So
Oh, it's terrible to get blood out of this cardigan, honestly. It's every Saturday, yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll be very shocking, like, to see you in the stands.
What I would say to you is it'd be shocking to see you cheering, full stop. I feel like I can't.
Yeah, just-
I can't even see your decibel going
Just
over
going above a decibel, yeah.
Yeah.
I see. No, I'm with you on that.
go on, try and get a bit rowdy now.
Give us an example.
No, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm rowdy. I like to keep things calm.
So, this person loves the buffet, doesn't pay for parking tickets, and gets rowdy at the football. Who do you think it is?
Yeah, I'm for Andrew.
I'm going Andrew.
I've been very poker with this whole thing, but that last round makes me think tears.
Okay.
So yeah, tears.
Okay, I'm going to say Tiz as well. I'm switching.
Fair, okay.
Yeah.
At the end of round 3, the spotlight is on Tiz and Andrew.
Yeah.
It's time for the final judgment.
The person I think that's been under the spotlight is Andrew, I think.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree. I think the person I think who's been under the spotlight is Andrew.
I think the person who's played a very good game, but is ultimately under the spotlight, is Tiz.
Yeah, no, I'm putting all my money, all my eggs in Andrew's basket. I think it's Andrew.
Is it Poku? Tiz, is it you? Is it Andrew? Or is it you, Sadie? Drum roll, please. The person under the spotlight is Andrew.
I knew it! I knew it! Home bargains.
Talk us through that, please.
Everything.
Oh man, he loved home bargains so much. It was his whole life. Like he told me so many home bargains facts that it's like I have a socially unacceptable knowledge of home bargains. And I did take him to a Premier Inn, and nothing even happened. So
Oh, no, that's rude.
I'm so sorry.
it was his favourite because it had its own in-store bakery. There
Oh
you
my
go.
gosh, win.
Oh, and you're the football fan.
I am the first. Yes, of course I am.
Everything's
I
him.
really struggled.
Have you grown into it with the rise of Bournemouth?
Yeah, so I started following Bournemouth like from League Two, right at the bottom. So yeah, I've been all the way up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is Bournemouth where
clocked
you are?
it. When he said his family was Bournemouth, you straight away was like, oh.
Yeah.
And what happened with the ticket thing?
Oh.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
tickets.
I've had so many parking tickets, but I have a 76% appeal success rate. Wow.
Oh my gosh, what's your tactic?
Oh, always appeal everything, appeal early. At the very least, if you appeal, it delays the 14 days. So that, you know, they do this like pay within 14 days. It's a scare tactic. If you appeal, the 14 days pauses. So at the very least, you buy yourself more time.
Now, after all of that, what do our contestants think?
I knew it all along. I just had my right gut feeling that it was him.
I think I had an inkling.
There was a few moments I thought, maybe it could be Tears, but I'm glad I stuck with my gut and actually got it right in the end.
Yeah, I think by the end of it, I was like, that's definitely more Andrew.
I don't feel so bad about being caught. I think a lot of things were very specific to me.
I think he played a good game with certain questions, definitely. There were ones where for a minute I would think it was him, and then he'd answer and I'd be like, oh, OK, maybe it's definitely not. But there were other times where I could kind of see through it.
It was hard to not be authentically myself in a lot of those situations. So it was a tough game to play. I enjoyed playing it at the very least.
I found it a little uncomfortable to have to judge people on like such little things.
I'm always, willing to take time and get to know someone.
We tend to put people in boxes, so I think you need to get to know someone, not just take them on face value.
I think it's definitely worth pausing before making a quick judgment. And I've definitely come away from this thinking about how I can respond to certain things.
Okay, guys, this Valentine's, what have you learned?
Do not judge.